in terms of the National Preparedness Month perspective, our podcast is kind of taking the spin that we want to prepare emergency managers for the future. You know, as emergency managers prepare the public, as you're focusing on the public, what advice could you give to emergency managers who might have to deal with cold snaps or deal with those heating, those heat waves that are going to have to deal with hot or cold centers for the homeless? What are like maybe top 5 things that they should focus on as they do that?
Yeah, so I think number one, and I would be hard pressed to find an emergency manager who disagrees, build relationships.
Yeah, building
Our job, everything we do, whether it's specifically preparedness or whether it's consequence management, no matter what it is, we need resources. We need to work with people. And we really have to understand that it does take often a village. It's a whole community approach. So building those relationships that's number one. That's by far the top tip. Proactivity. Start early and make things happen. Build these relationships early. Start planning early. Knowing your stakeholders, knowing what their capabilities are, I think is extremely important, and trying to understand what others can bring to the table. You know, we don't want to have a response where everybody says, hey, I'm in, but nobody knows what to do. So starting early with the coordination piece, hey, you're going to be responsible for X, you're going to be responsible for Y, you're going to be responsible for Z. And I'm big on thinking with innovation, right? So last year I may have done something one way and it could have worked perfectly, but what can we do differently this year? What can we do better this year? To enhance our engagement with our community, to enhance our engagement with our stakeholders, whether it's the community or the internal stakeholders. To me, that's extremely important, right? We want to continue to grow, continue to evolve, continue to just do better, be creative, have fun with it. A lot of people look at what we do and say, okay, so we follow plans, we do this, we do that, whatever. We got a plan, we got a playbook, we got a framework, whatever it might be.
Right.
But have fun with it. Our plans should be living documents. Let's do something different. Let's break the glass ceiling, if you will. Let's do something. So innovation is another big one. Did I say proactivity? Yeah. So be proactive. I mean, those are really the top 3. I don't know if I can come up with 2 more. Proactivity, start early, build these relationships, and really keep thinking creatively, be innovative, and just try to do better. Every day should be better than the previous one, every year, every season, whatever it might be.